Regarding the issue of racial injustice, me and my wife, and really my family as a whole, trying to wrestle through where do we stand as far as what is our biblical theology of race and really of personhood, has been a great matter of talk around our house in the recent months and years, especially in light of the context in our culture. And one of the most impactful things that we have done personally has to be engaging with our friends of color, friends from different cultures, and getting their perspective on their life. And specifically, I've had two of my pastoral friends who are black, who are currently working in churches, over to our house, as well as my brother-in-law, who was born in Gambia and who grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. And just hearing their experiences and the things that they have had to endure just because of the color of their skin really changed my mind, because I always had this preconceived notion when it comes to racial injustice that most of the time the person brought it upon themselves. However, after having these conversations and just listening to their stories and the context behind them, I really have had a change of heart, and it's made me more empathetic towards their position and also towards the cause of racial injustice. And it's made me see that there are still certain things, prejudices that are involved with skin color, and that there's still more work that needs to be done. Absolutely. So my brother-in-law, who has his MBA degree, who also owns an Edward Jones financial firm, he shared a story with me several years ago. He was sitting in a bowling alley waiting for his friends to come, and he was in his three-piece suit, and a police officer came and tapped on his window in Charlotte, North Carolina, asked him to get out of the car, and proceeded, he said, to question him for 15, 20 minutes just about what he was doing there and why he was there. And even though he told him, hey, I'm waiting on my friends to get here, the police officer kept saying things like, well, there's been a lot of crime or robberies in the neighborhood and things of that nature. And so knowing my brother-in-law and knowing how well he dresses and how well he speaks, and he would never seem like someone who was a threat, in my opinion, and hearing that he had that experience, that changed my mind significantly.